Hey YouTube, what's going on? Mark here, and I'm sorry for the late ass upload. It was just all in all a weird day, getting in and out of bed, waking up on and off from naps to do stuff. But that's why this upload is really later than originally planned. But here we are. It's time for the Wemby Castle installment, aka episode 5 of Spurs Roundup, where we reviewed the last two Spurs games from Thanksgiving Eve and Black Friday and preview the one technically later on today because it's already Sunday here on the East Coast of Northeast Ohio. It's officially struck midnight and, recap all the general Spurs topics and news and, all the injuries and stuff like that. First of all, Dylan Harper came back, so the Spurs got a boost in terms of the momentum as well as their chances of having 3 straight Rookie of the Years in the 2-10 in the last 3 seasons. And they clinched a spot in the quarterfinal knockout of the NBA Cup, and you're probably wondering, how the hell did they do that? Who the fuck did they have to beat? First, they beat the Blazers, all thanks to a fourth quarter surge on Thanksgiving Eve, and Fox making Spurs history, most points scored with the Spurs in franchise history or some shit like that, if I remember to put, the graphic on the screen. And then on Black Friday, despite the fact the officiating was lopsided again in favor of Denver, we pulled off a from behind victory, which was good enough to clinch our spot in the quarterfinal knockout rounds of the Emirates NBA Cup, all thanks to the heroics of Devin Vassell, aka Young Devo, who tore that shit up like Terry Labonte. So on Wednesday, December 10th, 2025, as the number 3 seed, we will be playing the number 2 seed LA Lakers in their house at Staples Center to see who moves on to the next round and has a chance of winning the whole damn thing in Viva Las Vegas, even though this doesn't mean shit compared to the Larry O'Brien Trophy in June. So Ashley Torres, Omar Gooding, Trevor Kirshner, Morelli Taylor, and all my show peeps who are Laker fans, get ready to see my team in your house on said night, and hopefully Wemby and Castle will be back by then. Even though that's a West Coast game in terms of the start time, and as a Spurs fan here on the East Coast in Northeast Ohio and Crapalair territory, I fucking hate West Coast games unless it's a non-work night, but just for the sake of it being the NBA Cup and what's at stake, there's a 50-50 chance I might watch a little bit of it until it's time for me to go to bed. Until then, we got business to take care of early tomorrow evening, technically later on this evening. Mary Vivang Anderson, Lila Anderson, Liliana Anderson, and Charlie Cheeseborough, get ready. It's my team versus your hometown team in your house. So therefore, this is going to be the last game of the Thanksgiving break before we go back to work on Monday, or technically tomorrow, and before season 5 of Winter Wonderland starts on my YouTube and TikTok production. And of course, before it's my turn to get into the Christmas spirit, which that's a story I'll save for other social media platforms. I'm not going to discuss that bullshit on YouTube, but I'm really looking forward to this game. It should be a good one too. Legit contenders in us in San Antonio and you guys in Minnesota. So have a good night tonight and a better day tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Good night. See you all tomorrow. Well, technically later on today for the Spurs game review, but if I run out of time tomorrow, technically later on today, I will do it Monday, technically tomorrow after work, after, we're done with our little Dollar Tree outing. So therefore, this has been episode 5, aka the Wemby Castle installment of the new podcast on the channel, and the first podcast in channel history, Spurs Roundup. I will catch you guys in whatever the fuck I make next in terms of another Spurs Roundup episode, a Spurs game review, or just another YouTube upload in general. So see you guys in the next upload. And as always, go Spurs go. Welcome back, Harper.
Go Spurs go!
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.